Alright, so what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video on the Thompson's Collectibles channel. Today, if you can tell, we are reviewing WWE Legends Series 26. You can kind of see it up top there. The brand new Kurt Angle figure. And I got this actually a couple weeks ago, I think like 2 weeks ago, in my local Target, which I got a couple figure reviews coming of like older figures, and I got actually one that I got 2 years ago that I still kept in box, and that one also came from my Target. So my Target does pretty well, but recently this is my most recent pickup, and I left it in the box because I wanted to make a video for you guys, and I wanted to actually keep him in the box before, you know, making a review where he's out of the box and stuff. I'd rather unbox him in this video. So yeah, so we got Kurt Angle here. This is probably, if I'm being honest, my favorite Kurt Angle figure that Mattel has made since they've been licensed to making WWE figures. On the side here, we got Kurt Angle. You know, it says it right here, nice nameplate. Again, another picture of the man, Kurt Angle. On the back, we got some stats about him. WWE champ, World Heavyweight champ, Intercontinental champion. You know, this is based on his ECW run. It says in 2006, Kurt Angle had already put together a resume worthy of the Hall of Fame, so it only made sense that Paul Heyman targeted the gold medalist as his draft pick for the newly relaunched brand ECW. The wrestling machine demolished the competition in the land of extreme. It says here, celebrate the history of these WWE legends. Of course, we got Kurt Angle. I almost picked up Carlito yesterday. I went back to Target, and Carlito was still there. I almost picked him up, but I did not. And then we had Godfather and Rosie. Rosie was also there. I'm looking for the Chase. I didn't get him. But let's get Kurt Angle out of the packaging, and yeah. Okay, so taking a look first at his accessories, I figured I'd do like what a My Damn Toys does, you know, and he takes a look at the accessories before getting into the figure. I did take the hands off of the figure that came with the figure in the box. You got two pointer fingers. These look actually, you know, I watched one of My Damn Toys reviews earlier today. It was like a rewatch of the Will Ospreay AEW Jazzwares figure, and he was saying that the pointer finger is so long, and I'm trying to get this to focus. This actually kind of looks like a long pointer finger as well for Mattel. So, but he's got the pointer finger. Of course, it wouldn't be Kurt Angle without a gold medal, so that's cool. And you got mic holding hands, the nice mic holding, weapon holding hands kind of thing. So now let's get into the figure. Okay, so now taking a look at the figure here. This Kurt Angle, I gotta say, it feels really good in hand. I love the formula that they gave him. One of my gripes, and I'll get into, is it seems like with the Kurt Angles, at least the ones that I get, the more modern day one Kurt Angles, or, you know, when he had like his single and it was bald, it seems like he tends to get a little loose. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but that happened with the Elite that I got of him making his like return match, and I think it was based off like WrestleMania 34 or something. So let's get into this Kurt Angle head scan. I love this head scan. I think it captures Kurt Angle very well. I think this is actually, when I saw this figure first, I thought it was the equivalent of that one Jakks Pacific figure, which I'll put it on the screen now, that I think is the best Jakks Pacific Kurt Angle figure ever made. That's just my opinion. But then we go down, we got nice attire here. We got red, white, and blue, of course, with the eagle. You know, nice singlet, gold straps going down. On the back, there's his tattoo, which is a nice attention to detail. And we got the red, white, and blue as well. Nice stars on the side. We got knee pads here with stars on them as well. Double jointed, and he actually has the pins in. He's not pinless. And he can rotate pretty well. This might be a little loose, actually. The Elites don't have drop-down hips, which is very good because I don't like drop-down hips. But then we got these nice shoes that they used for Kurt Angle before, which this was a big problem for me because the last Elite that I got of Kurt Angle could not stand. But this one, and I'm not trying to jinx it, so I'm knocking on wood. Right now, this one is standing very, very well for me. And I also really like the muscle definition that they have given Kurt Angle here. I definitely think that they did the right formula, right muscle choice, right arm choice. you know, and I think he just looks like a complete badass, which is what this figure should be looking to get, because this is Kurt Angle in his prime. I think at least this is like Kurt Angle. Like this is like the most dangerous man, Kurt Angle. So I personally like this. Of course, you got the nice hip swivel. You got arms going all the way around, head going side to side. Can look down. The ab crunch isn't too bad, you know, but then like he starts to lose his balance. He can look up pretty decently as well, but I don't think, see, he's gonna fall back. One thing I would just say, I guess, with the Kurt Angles is maybe it's just me, like I said, and I think it might just be mine, but I definitely think that they could do better with the, let me get him in the center. I definitely think that they could do better with whatever formula they're using up top here to make this not as loose, because this is the second time that I've gotten a Kurt Angle where it's very, very, very loose. But besides that, I mean, this figure, if you see this in stores, I recommend it 100%. Everything else feels buttery smooth. You know, you're not going to have a problem posing this guy around. And it's just, honestly, this is probably my favorite Kurt Angle figure that Mattel has made. So out of 10, I got to give it like a 9.5, maybe a 9.6. Just the little ab crunch thing, you know, just the looseness a little bit kind of throws off some points, but it could just be mine, you know. I might get another one, who knows. But I definitely recommend getting this Kurt Angle figure. All right, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this figure review. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you want to see more Mattel WWE action figure reviews, please let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I would definitely recommend getting this Kurt Angle figure. I definitely think it's worth the money. And we got the sirens going off, so obviously everybody else thinks this is a must-have figure in your collection. So make sure to go and get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Nick from Thompson's Collectibles, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.